It's a somebody show. It's a show where anybody can be somebody. I went big again. RJ's gonna be mad. Welcome back.
Well, hey, literally, we've been on hiatus.
A long time.
The last time we shot, my son was 6 months old.
He's got a driver's license.
Just turned 17.
That's awesome,
just
man.
Turned 17,
so he got his driver's license late. But, yeah.
Well, I didn't get mine until I was 20.
So we can't make any more jokes because I made an executive decision that we're going to make these episodes faster.
Tighten it up.
So we're going to try to do this stuff quicker. I gave Matt some buzzers, Nerf gun, different things to kind of make us aware that our time is up. So I'm wearing a hat, by the way. I don't know if anyone recognizes the Georgia Bulldogs, not the Ohio State University. Matt, you already had your moment in the sun. Georgia won a national title since the last time in football.
Yes.
They've won national titles and everything. Not in volleyball. They've done that before, I think, maybe. But anyway, Georgia Bulldogs, I love you. Put that there. I shouldn't throw it if I loved them so much.
Probably landed in a pile of leaves.
Oh yeah, there were a lot of leaves, weren't there? We still have leaves. You actually cleaned up. I told you not to clean up.
Yeah.
I got remnants there, but that's okay. We have a guest today.
Yeah.
I'm excited about him. You're not excited? All right. Yeah. I feel like we should probably wrap this up because we're not being very funny right now. So, but you have
you cut all the funny out. So
yeah. Well,
no more funny.
What I said was
tighten this thing up.
I am not funny.
Right.
So I was hoping that you would be funny. You've not been very funny.
I know.
That's I mean, you're winning the episodes, but you've not been very funny.
Yeah.
So
it's not really saying much.
I got you. It's got we got to roll with it. No,
Yeah.
People want to watch 7 minutes, so we're going to give them 7 minutes of stuff. 7 of 20. I guess it doesn't matter. 7 of 20 versus 7 of 50. Still
Right.
7 minutes.
Still 7.
They're only watching.
Right.
Yeah. I think it's a better percentage, but I don't know how YouTube quantifies that. Anyway.
Yeah.
Should we do this?
Yeah. So today's episode, just so everybody knows, if you can hear the hissing in the background, today's episode is brought to you by Mr. Heater. These are our portable heater. That's the hissing you hear in back. And again, we cut the funny out, so we don't have any.
Nothing. There's nothing funny about that.
There's nothing funny. No, it's all serious.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah.
So we got.
Our guest calls these the Wally heaters. That's kind of funny. Oh yeah, you could tape it. Like, can you get some shots of it? We have cameras that we're going to use because these are crappy cameras that we bought that we can't use here. So we're going to.
This thing.
We'll figure it out next segment.
Cut it.
We'll be right back.
It's yours?
No,
Your mother said she found it in your closet.
I don't know. One of the guys must
Must have what?
Look, Dad, it's not
Where
mine.
did you get it?
Dad,
Answer me. Who taught you how to do this stuff?
You, all right? I learned it by watching you.
Parents who use drugs have children who use drugs.
We're back! All right, you may recognize our first guest as your friendly neighborhood plumber, but he's also very well known as New Jersey's most up-and-coming strumpet. Please welcome Dave Dougherty! Woo! Oh, look at that.
Is that you making the sound?
Yes.
Or is that Archie?
Come on, man. Good to see you.
What's going on?
Hi, Archie, how you doing? I think it's time.
Not enough room for 3, bud.
Sorry,
Peter's gonna call us because he just knocked the dog off the couch.
I'll just lay it
set it
there, right at our feet.
How you doing, man? You made it.
I'm doing good.
We've been
I'm
talking
doing
about
good.
having you here for a while.
I was late, as I am for everything.
Everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm doing good. I'm excited to be on the show. I've watched it. I love the set you guys have here and everything.
It's all Sean. This is his place, and
it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. You like Star Wars?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Right.
So, I mean, I was actually telling Sean, I kind of give you credit for letting my nerdism out as an older guy, because I'm just like, this guy's really cool and he doesn't care that he's a complete nerd. So I was like, I'm just going to fully embrace it. I remember it was like something that I like kept hidden and like tucked away. It's just like, yeah, it's like, I won't talk to any of these guys. I'm in the construction business and no one wants to talk about Star Wars, but now it's cool to like Star Wars in my opinion.
Yeah, well, RJ, the guy we've referenced a couple times on the show.
Never heard of him.
Never heard of him. Yeah, no. He brought me into the company that Deshaun and I work for, Matt works for, and that's how we met, was through all the gaming stuff. And I remember talking about that with you guys. And Sean definitely gave me some looks, and I saw your face kind of brightened up.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, Sean, I'm definitely not going to play games with Sean, but maybe we'll do a YouTube show someday.
Yeah, I'm like, this is great. I mean, I already get distracted enough at work, and now I have someone that I can talk about Star Wars with. So,
And we ran the gamut, like Disney, Star Wars. I mean, I guess Disney and Star Wars are pretty,
Yeah,
And
so
now, that they weren't back then. I
They
don't
weren't.
think.
No, I don't think so. It was before the big merger.
and I'm on a big Lord of the Rings
Hey,
kick
Arch.
now too.
Are you excited for the new
Not
Amazon show?
distracting at all.
I am. I mean, I got kind of freaked out when I saw the picture of Jeff Bezos with the sign for it. I'm like, maybe he plays Sauron in the show. But I'm like, you know what? Jeff Bezos kind of scares me, but at the same time, if he's going to put $500 million into Lord of the Rings, I'm okay
All
with it.
for it.
Yeah. So
Does Peter Jackson have anything to do with this one?
I don't know. That's why I got freaked out when I saw the trailer for it, because I'm like, is Howard Shore doing the soundtrack for this?
Yeah, I hope so. I know that I just read they're not going to have any of the original actors. Sean's like,
What are we talking about?
This is what I
Is this
expected
an
to
episode
happen.
of the Star Wars podcast already?
no, it's Lord of the Rings.
Oh, I just blacked out. All right.
All right, the Flyers did well.
That's like my
Flyers
brain,
did well last night. First time in 14.
Yeah,
Now
they
we can
won
talk,
last
yeah.
night.
my
Right,
brain
there
just
we go.
turned off. I was like, what is going on? I love it though.
That's great.
I expected that to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm very excited for it. And Game of Thrones, the prequel, I'm excited about.
Yep, they're just giving us all this great stuff.
So speaking of Star Wars, though, and nerd culture, you have your own show, right?
Yep.
And that's the only reason we had you, because we like you a little bit, and you're Ginger. our most successful show was Ginger.
Yep.
So we're hoping we get a little YouTube bump with the
Yeah,
Gingers.
we'll get a boost. We'll get a boost.
You guys are a very loyal community, the Gingers.
Yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
I have my list of favorite gingers and everything.
Who's your favorite?
Roy Halladay, R.I.P.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good one. What about
Is he ginger? I mean, he was more of a. I guess he's.
fair Ginger?
I'd say it was
Yeah.
Ginger. I mean,
Okay.
Giroux was up there.
Yeah, Claude is a ginger.
Gingers seem to be semi-successful in Philadelphia, but then they just never can get.
This might be controversial, but is Roy Halladay the Obama of Gingers?
Well, Roy Halladay.
Was that too controversial?
Yeah.
Did I cross the line? Listen, I believe he was born here. You guys can say what you want, but he was born here. But I have a friend of mine, black, American friend of mine, who we would go back and forth with about. He was like, no, he's ours. I'm like, well, he's kind of ours too. So,
I love it.
Anyway, yes or no? Obama of Gingers.
The mixed. Yeah, I guess he's a mixed. Not mixed race, but I guess a mixed.
Like the blondes can
Hair.
probably claim him. Oh, we got
Okay,
dog butthole. Dog butthole
Nice.
for the show.
Is that, do we get an X rated? Are we X
I think
rated?
we get a ratings boost. I think we get like at least 15 more views.
Well, I don't know if you
I'll
know
put that in the
that.
show notes.
I don't know.
Dog butthole prominently displayed. Sorry, Dave.
No, you're good. I'm just like talking.
Trainwreck keeps.
I don't know if you know that Roy Halladay died in a fiery plane crash. So before you started making the jokes, I wanted to kind of slide it in there that he was flying around doing stunts and
He
I thought-
into the water.
I thought Roy Halladay was like some
Christmas.
Christmas caroler, like some famous Christmas caroler. I had no idea.
It's okay. It's
Might have
okay.
been partying a little bit. That night.
What about famous actor, comedian Ginger?
I would say, I mean, obviously the famous ginger actor you would think
Carrot
of
Top?
is, oh yeah, it's probably the guy who played Ron Weasley, Rupert Grint.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're sticking with nerd culture for sure.
Which, everyone, I mean, when I was a kid and Harry Potter came out, everybody's just like, you look like Ron Weasley. And I'm just like, well, he actually looks nothing like me, but we have the same color hair. That's like something you go through as a ginger is like, if there's any ginger in the wild, someone's going to be like, he looks like you,
Right.
even though there's no similarities at all. It could be like a 400
So you're saying
pound.
you all don't look alike? Is
Yes.
basically what you're trying to say?
Yes, exactly.
Again, going back to the Obama thing. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But, something you got to live with.
Yeah, absolutely. So what I started to say was, you had the show, the Star Wars show.
Yes.
So what's
yeah.
it called?
Is it a?
So-
it's not a visual, just a sound.
We
It's just-
have YouTube and
Oh,
we
okay.
have
So
we
you're
have YouTube
technically
and-
you're competition.
yeah.
I think about that all the time, but I am very much of the opinion. I mean, obviously, we tell people to go watch other shit
need
all
a
the
bigger
time.
couch.
Stop watching this show and go watch something else.
Yeah.
So we'll do that right now because it's a custom of ours. Stop watching our show right now and go watch
Rule the Galaxy podcast.
Rule the Galaxy. All right.
And that's
Hopefully
exactly
you're
what
back
it
now.
is.
All right.
Sorry. That's exactly what it is on YouTube and all podcast stuff. It's just Rule the Galaxy. And we...
It's amazing nobody else took that before you did.
I know. I'm happy with it. It's funny how I got into it. I'll tell the story shortly. I got on Twitter and started following these guys. The one guy who runs it, his son works at Barstool Sports. Followed him. found out he was a Star Wars fan, saw he did a Star Wars podcast with his dad.
Yeah.
I started listening to it. I loved their logo, and I actually was like, I want to make a little like woodworking picture of their logo because it was just a cool design.
Yeah.
Mailed it to them. Sign came out awesome, and they were like, "You got to be a guest on our show sometime, like just for sending this, like as a thank you." So I did one episode, and I've been on it ever since. They asked me if I wanted to go full time, and I love doing it. I never expected to do it.
Have you considered co-hosting another show?
Sorry, he's gonna cut all your shit out anyway. So good luck.
No, that's awesome. That's great.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's
it's
great.
fine. I never expected to be podcasting, and it all happened through social media. And I've never even met the guys in real life, but I feel like I know them. We're actually we were invited to a convention. We're gonna have a booth at a convention.
Are you kidding me?
Adult film.
No, not that one.
So
that's in our future plans.
Yes.
But it's in Nashville. Yeah,
that's great.
People messaged me and said, "Do you want to be have a booth at a Star Wars convention?" Which I've never been to a Star Wars convention.
Yeah.
And I know
would
that's
love to. I haven't
next
either,
level.
but I know I'd love to go. You did the right thing. Like you picked like a incredibly popular IP, intellectual property, and did a show around that. We just did a show about people like you.
Yeah.
But we're hoping that people are going to be interested in Star Wars, going to be interested in you, and come see this, and then we'll get 12 more views.
Exactly. Yes. Yes.
No, that's awesome. Yeah, I told him to aim for the face. I said, shoot me.
What a shot.
Yeah, that was a good shot. That was a good one. So that means we're out of time for this first segment. We're going to come back with you, but we're going to go to commercial real quick. And great shot, Matt. Great shot. We'll be right back.
What a beastly evil look of Trapjaw!
Trapjaw, Battlecat, and He-Man each sold separately, string not included.
That hook won't stop He-Man! In Trapjaw will use his vicious claw! Still no contest! In Trapjaw will use his wicked laser! Even a one-armed army can't stop He-Man and Battlecat! You win this coin, He-Man!
Trapjaw figure from the Masters of the Universe collection. He-Man and Battlecat figures each sold separately. From Mattel.
And we're back.
It's very Urban Meyer.
Well, Urban Meyer just kicks his kickers. That's all he does.
Exactly. Oh, jeez.
Don't mind the dog that's underneath your ass cheek either.
Yeah, no,
I like the dog here. It's
Yeah,
kind
it's
of
fine.
comforting me, actually.
Yeah.
So
I think we came back
Therapy dog.
from commercial. Yeah?
Are we back?
Officially? Yeah? All right, good. All right. Yeah, we're back.
We're back.
No, but that was good. That was a good opening of that segment, talking about the dog's ass again.
yes.
Is it in full view? Or is it more kind of like a white,
I think it's
fluffy-
kinda tucked.
All right, good. It's discreet.
Yes,
All right,
yes.
good. So you had a near-death experience, apparently.
Well, yeah, I guess you could say so. There was one time I was in Busch Gardens, Water Country, USA, and I was younger.
We just went there this summer.
Really?
Yeah, go ahead.
As a show.
So they have the wave pool there.
Yeah.
And we would always wear the life jackets that they had in there because it made you go over the waves like a lot faster.
Right.
Well, me and my brother used to drop to the bottom and like slide our arms in, and the life jacket would just shoot up. And I actually went to do it, and I got stuck inside the life jacket. And I was like underwater, and like I actually got like my hand out to pull my mom's hair, and she like unclipped it. So I technically could have drowned. Yeah, because there's
In a
like
life jacket.
I know.
I can't swim, so now it makes me never want to wear a life jacket.
Can you
Yeah.
not swim, really?
I cannot swim.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Do you wear like the floaties on your arms when you go in the pool?
No, I just don't go in the pool.
Oh, so you don't even go in water.
Yeah, I mean the ocean. If it's above my knees, I stop.
Now, what if you can stand in the pool though?
Yeah, I mean a pool I'll stand in. I mean, because
But
I
you
can always
won't.
jump.
You won't
Are
try
you
to
one of
go
those
like
people-
horizontal.
And I've also walked across the bottom of a pool, like when I was just like, all right, I can't float anymore. I just walk across the bottom. And get
Are
out.
you one of those people in the summer, you stand there like ankle deep and you like splash the water up on your shoulders
exactly,
just to kind of
yeah.
cool off?
And honestly, like I don't go out when the sun is
Yeah.
out. I just stay away from all that. Speaking of gingers, you know,
yeah.
but yeah.
Do you consider yourself a ginger?
No, but people have said I've ginger, but I
Well,
don't.
you're like
I
the
deny
holiday
it.
ginger.
Yeah, I would say that
probably.
I am anti-ginger, so I hope that I am not a ginger.
You hope that you're not a ginger?
I hope that I am not a ginger.
It's funny because I've gotten to that point where I don't go in the ocean. I just kind of go and do a splash, and that's it. You know, I don't know, and it sucks like having
Sun is
kids
bad,
because
apparently.
yeah, your kids want you to go in the water, and I'm like, yeah, I'll go in, but
When you're
I'm-
16.
We literally just signed our son up for swimming lessons because I want him to be better than me, you know. So
Oh, that's
he's got
smart.
us, so he's 10 months old. He'll be able to swim
Okay.
better than I can.
Well, you should go with them and learn how to swim.
That would be great. Can we do a segment on that?
We can.
Maybe we
Yeah,
made
we
a whole like spin-off show
Yeah.
of Sean and Son swimming.
Swim, yeah.
Sean and Son swim.
Yes.
It's the new show, guys. I get always
It's going to
good
be
shows.
just as good as this.
What else do we got? I think our little cards here.
I love
them. Oh, you were a plumber by trade, correct?
Yes, yep.
All right. You know, I asked you to bring in, and you said that you left them all at work because I guess I only thought you made one, but you've made multiple lightsaber hilts out
Yes.
of like plumbing, copper, and materials.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I have.
What's a
Lightsaber hilt.
lightsaber hilt?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is the hilt right here.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I've made ones that just are made out of scrap copper, and they look pretty awesome. Yeah, you
Yeah,
know
they
what it
look
is
amazing.
it's like my ADD just kind of kicks in, and I'm just like, I can make this copper look
Start
like a
doing some
lightsaber.
spot welding in here.
Water is pouring out of the faucet. You're like, I can make it.
Yeah, I know. Exactly. But yeah, I'm a plumber, and I kind of, at this point now, I'd say I kind of do almost all of it now, just because I did flip my previous house, which I don't live in Jersey anymore. I moved back to PA.
Oh, you moved back to PA.
Yes,
so this is
We
your
got to
sole
reshoot that first
move.
segment then.
All right, yeah.
You said
Sorry.
he was a
Well, no,
harlot,
no,
or
keep
a
it
No,
dead.
harlot,
but his
whatever.
strumpet career
Strumpet.
apparently would kicked off in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Are you still whoring on the side?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but
If anyone didn't know what a strumpet was.
yes.
He wears his helmet. That's why nobody.
Oh yeah, we didn't see you in the helmet. Do you want to? Sean has a helmet too.
I have-
Sean, you getting your helmet? This is Star Wars related. So that's the Mandalorian helmet.
Yes.
Right, Mando.
Is my sound still good in this thing?
Yeah, you sound
Actually,
great.
I should better.
talk
And
like
then,
you.
we got
I have my helmet.
Oh, nice.
Flando Gret is Sean's Star Wars character. Flando Gret.
I gotta say, when you put this on, you feel like the kid in Big Daddy when he wears the sunglasses, and you just feel invisible
changes
because this
everything.
thing is just incredibly badass.
Yeah, it is awesome. I love it.
And then when it's upside down, it has the lights in it and everything.
That's great. That's awesome.
Yeah, this thing is like I
Did
waited.
you make that?
So no,
No.
I was making one out of a 5-gallon bucket. I saw how to on it, and I just stopped at one point. But my brother got this for me for Christmas, and I waited for freaking like 10 or 11 months for the pre-order for this.
Do we know how much that costs?
Yes, he does.
Actually, I think it was like $100. No,
that's not bad.
Not bad.
$110
That's
Okay.
actually
for
not
the
bad.
quality of this thing.
Yeah.
I spent more on propane tanks this week. They're good.
Yeah, so now I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with Star Wars collecting. I never was like that. I did Legos. I was a huge Star Wars Lego guy. Oh,
Yeah.
look at this guy.
So you make things, and I was going to say, as a plumber, I did a pilot that I wrote with a friend called Star Jobs, and it was this was the Lost and Found character. His name's Tolstoy because Star Trek had Chekhov.
Okay.
Remember that? So this guy's-
you're asking. I don't know.
Yeah, this is Tolstoy. But
like him.
But we had an accountant. The show was supposed to be about all of like the menial jobs on the starship.
So you made that?
Yeah,
Out of-
I made
out of
this
copper,
out of
huh?
like an old blanket that we were going to throw away. And but I didn't write a plumber into. But there should be a plumber on the
there
starship.
should be a plumber
right?
in it.
If we have
Did
a
they-
lost and found guy.
Yeah, it was just pop. You're not a Van.
It was going to be
Vogt
live. It was. I can't do a
Yeah.
voice. Yeah. We were going to do live action, but this was going to be like an Alf type.
Gotcha.
Walking around with everybody on the ship. Like,
like
I found this new neat little remote control that makes babies. That was actually in the pilot. One of the characters gets impregnated by this remote control, and then he's like, "Oh, we found that, and we don't know what it does. It apparently makes babies." And then they have the baby, and they throw it away because they
kind of like,
"Oh."
Kermit and Jerry Seinfeld had a baby. That voice that you just made there.
But what else? Oh, I had another question. This is a random question. How old is your underwear?
The one I'm currently wearing?
Yeah.
I'd say they're probably maybe 2 years old.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
But see, it's funny because as a grown man, I'll just wear underwear until my wife buys me new underwear.
Okay, yeah.
Until she just looks at it and says, "This is like needs to go."
Yeah, got it.
So I have multiple packs of the same pattern.
Okay.
So sometimes I'll wear a new pair that's the same as the one before. So
Yeah.
if I'm plumbing and
Yeah.
my ass is hanging out,
Yeah, of course.
someone might think I'm just keep
Same
wearing the
underwear
same pair
over and over.
Yeah. but-
Sean, how old is your underwear?
I get underwear every Christmas.
So that's
Literally,
a standard.
That's a yearly thing. I'm
okay.
a-
Matt.
I have no idea.
Okay.
Yeah, I really.
That's it's old.
Yeah, I mean, it's been around for a while.
Okay. Yeah. So I thought about this because I have mine's at least I think it's over 10 years old.
Yeah.
The underwear that I wear because I found this underwear that I really loved and I just bought a ton of them. And so like not every individual pair is 10 years old, but like that style.
I love
and
how you cut all my segments, but you had time to put that question in.
Well, you got to do the Mr. Heater thing. That was really funny.
It wasn't funny. It was just literally keeping us warm.
I decided I'm going to give myself one question to the guests that had nothing to do with what they wanted to talk about.
I had a pair of underwear that was my good luck underwear. I wore it for every lacrosse game.
You did?
Because for 4 years of lacrosse, I never wore a cup and I never got hit in the balls. And I gave that underwear like the credit. It was like
I think you say you gave it to your brother or something like that. I gave that to my
I
brother.
handed that underwear down to the gentleman who replaced me on the lacrosse team. Wear these underwear with confidence.
Your balls.
Your testicles will remain unscathed. Lacrosse balls hurt, man.
Oh, dude, I got hit in the thigh with one time where this guy just like wound up and ripped a shot where it was not even. I remember I yelled at the guy. I'm like, "What are you doing?" Shot it right at my thigh. I couldn't practice for like 3 days because another ginger thing. I bruise very easily, and this one was terrifying.
Ugh, God, my
Is that a thing?
Gingers bruise. You learned it here, folks. Gingers bruise easily. My son, being 8 years old, has some friends that are starting to pick up lacrosse and play, and one of the dads is coaching. So the other day, he actually has. We have this kid that's like really good, perfect goal. He's going to be a great goalie. But
Fat.
thank you. I didn't want to say that, but yes, he's very quick. Goalie. He's very quick. He's on our flag football team. He's unbelievable. They call him Paul the Wall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Paul the Wall.
So Rich, the coach, the dad is like, he's trying to like get him ready
guest.
for it. No, not the next guest. I want to have him on the show though. He's great. He said he didn't know. His son may be perfect.
Okay.
He's in my son's class, Cooper. Unbelievable. But we'll see. Anyway, he's like, Paul, get ready. Rips one. He says he's like aiming at his chest, and he just missed and hits the kid between like above the thigh pad, below the chest, and hits him right in the gut. Oh, speaking of which, I think we're out of time. This is a snowball I brought. I got Nerf gun, snowball. And again, to clarify, I don't know if I was clear about this at the beginning of the show. We're trying to speed the show up. So Matt is now tasked with making us know if we're going over our allotted time. So we have apparently gone over a lot of time with that lacrosse getting hit, snowball getting hit. But Dave, this has been an awesome experience having you here. I really...
It took him 2 hours to get here. We only had him on for 20 minutes.
Yeah, it was bad. It was
we
bad.
can talk for another hour if you want.
I was late. Oh, I can talk forever. That's why. That's why it's good that I'm on a podcast now because I can just.
Yeah, we're thinking about in the summer.
Do you time limit on your podcast, or do you guys
We usually do about an hour and a half.
Okay.
And like we're kind of like round table.
Have you cut
style.
the funny guy on your show too, or?
He is the funny guy. Go watch.
I keep it like PG on that though. It is basically like a PG rated podcast.
So no dog butt hole.
Unless our buddy T-Bob from LSU, we actually have a guy T-Bob who joins us. He's a radio host in Louisiana, and he's a huge Star Wars fan. And that man curses like a sailor. So,
do you bleep it?
What's the T and T-Bob stand for? Do we know?
I don't know. I just know his name is T-Bob.
T-Bob.
T-Bob. He played O-line for LSU, and yeah, he's a morning radio host in Louisiana. We've had a lot of guests on. We even had the guy who played Boba Fett on.
And somehow we haven't been on. Sean and I.
I know.
Happening?
I'm gonna have to have
Sean
you
would
guys
be a
on.
great guest on your show.
Everybody would love me.
We could talk about the lore of Mandalore and the Clone Wars.
Yes, all those things.
All those things.
Aren't people mad at like Hayden Christensen still? Can I talk about that?
No, he's
back.
Oh, he's back.
In fact,
I only know that
are now
from
like
Access Hollywood.
venerated.
Who?
The prequels are venerated now.
Yes.
People look back on the prequels now and be like, those actually were really good because the sequels were so bad.
I was going to say because the shows suck so much, the new shows.
Yeah, well, Mandalorian doesn't suck. Boba Fett's been getting crushed.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Star Wars fans can be a little rough. I mean, the little kid who played Anakin in Episode 1, I mean, he literally lost his mind.
Yeah.
And went crazy because fans
More
killed
generally,
him.
the internet people can be kind of rough.
Oh,
They suck. Like, I mean, they don't like me, for God's sake. Who doesn't like me? They all like Sean. And that's ridiculous. It's probably the same people that hate Boba Fett hate me.
Don't worry, they will after today. I'm going to get a lot of nice
You're gonna hate
people.
me more after today? No, they'll hate you even more.
I've got a lot of nice friends who are going to follow this show now. Yes.
Good.
Well, we appreciate it.
No, it's awesome, man. Thank you so much for coming. High five. Oh, before you go, I remembered. I was worried I was not going to remember. These new shirts that we're we're doing. Look at that.
Look at this.
You guys don't have shirts, do you, on your podcast?
No, we don't.
Somebody for life,
I'm
Dave.
somebody for life.
You are. All right, take off your clothes, put it on. It's part of the tradition. Thanks for coming in.
All right, yeah,
Appreciate
of
it.
course.
See ya.
Of course.
We'll be right back.
All right, guys.
Is this yours?
No.
Matt said he found it in your closet.
Look, one of the guys must have...
what?
Chris, it's not that bad.
Not that bad? Who taught you to watch this stuff?
You all right? I learned it by watching you.
Parents who watch the Somebody Show have children who watch the Somebody Show. Is that true? We're back. Yep. And we got another guest, apparently.
This is Dave. It's still Dave. He
Hi, Dave.
On Star Wars himself.
Oh, so you're not the nerd now. All right, now you're like the super jock. We were just talking about that the other day, that like nerd culture and like jock culture, like that's kind of become intertwined. Like there's,
Has it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's like, or at least we're saying at school, like all the kids that seem to like sports, like they all play and don't kick the other kids that like nerd culture stuff in the nuts. Like they like just play with them.
Okay.
When I was a kid,
I'll
I
take
kicked
your
all the
word
nerds in the nuts. I mean, I'm just saying, like that's what I did as a super bully jock guy. I was a jock.
Yeah, you didn't know that? Yeah, no, I was a jock. That's what I talked like too, and I looked like this all throughout school.
This is my jock face. I look like a jock. I look like a jock strap. So the comments are going to be,
You look like a jock strap, Chris.
Sean, I think this is a really good episode.
We did great.
Do you know who I think won the episode?
You did. You've cut all my shit out. You finally won.
Did I really? Are you
said
serious?
Cut the funny. You said stop being
Wait,
funny.
no, that's not you. You tell us at home if you think I won, because I still think Sean won. Because even when he's not talking, he's just fucking great.
Killian thinks I won.
Oh, that's the.
Aw, that's we won. You just won. Thanks, bud.
Yeah. I just dropped an F-bomb with like a 7-month-old on the show. So how old's
He's
Killian?
10 months.
10
He's heard
months.
worse.
All right, yeah. All right, sorry, buddy. 10 months. All right, I think that's our show.
That's it.
I had one more thing I was going to do, but I think we'll maybe save it for the next episode.
Okay.
For the next episode, isn't that a chill to the next episode? We're going to chill to the next episode. Thank you for watching, Killian.
Say bye-bye.
Looking good, man.
Say
It's your moment.
You know how to wave?
It's all downhill from here, buddy.
Bye-bye. See you later. Thank you. Bye-bye. See you guys.
That was awesome.